Right now, the conversation across Nigeria is getting louder as many citizens continue to react to the decision by lawmakers about election result uploads, and the name that keeps coming up again and again is Obiageli Ezekwesili, who has warned that leaders should listen carefully to what Nigerians are asking for before the next election season arrives. Before we go deeper, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss important updates like this, because these conversations are shaping the future of how elections may happen in this country. Many people started paying attention after news came out that lawmakers discussed changes to the Electoral Act, especially around how results are transmitted from polling units. Some Nigerians believe that real-time electronic transmission would be made compulsory, meaning results would be uploaded immediately, but the decision did not go exactly the way many expected. Instead, the wording still allows flexibility for the electoral body to decide how transmission happens, and that single decision has opened a big national debate. Now, why are people talking so much about this? For many citizens, the last election cycle created strong conversations about trust, transparency, and how information moves from polling units to final announcements. Some voters feel that technology can help reduce confusion, while others believe the main issue is not just technology but how institutions manage the process. This is where Ezekwesili's voice entered the discussion. She warned lawmakers that ignoring public concerns could create more doubt in the future, and her message quickly spread across social media platforms where people began sharing different opinions. Some viewers may be wondering why this topic feels so serious even though elections are still some time away. The reason is simple. Electoral laws written today can shape the environment for future elections, and once rules are set, they are not always easy to change quickly. Many civic groups believe that clear rules help citizens feel confident in the process, while some lawmakers argue that strict rules may create challenges in areas where internet service is not always strong. So the debate is not only about whether electronic transmission exists, but about whether it should be mandatory in every situation. As reactions grew, more citizens joined the conversation, saying they want clarity. They want to know exactly how results will be handled in the next election cycle. Supporters of mandatory real-time upload say it could help reduce arguments after elections because information would be visible faster. Others say flexibility allows the electoral body to respond to different conditions across the country. When you look closely, both sides are talking about trust, but they are suggesting different ways to build that trust. Another reason this story is trending is because Nigerians today are more politically aware than before. Years ago, many people did not follow detailed discussions inside the National Assembly, but now everyday citizens read about clauses, amendments, and debates. Social media has made it easier for information to spread quickly, and sometimes headlines move faster than full explanations, which is why many viewers are searching for clear breakdowns of what is actually happening. Some analysts say the issue goes beyond just one law. They believe the conversation reflects a bigger national question about how Nigeria can continue improving its democratic process. Technology has changed many areas of life, from banking to communication, and now people are asking how it should shape elections too. Ezekwesili's warning added more attention because she has been a strong voice on governance issues for many years, and when she speaks, many people listen closely. But it is also important to understand the perspective of lawmakers. Some senators explain that electronic transmission has not been removed completely. Instead, they want to avoid making it compulsory in every situation. They say certain regions may face technical challenges, and they want the electoral body to have the freedom to choose the best method depending on conditions. This explanation has not stopped criticism, but it shows that the debate has more than one side. Public reaction has been mixed. Some Nigerians praise the call for stronger transparency, saying it reflects the wishes of young voters who want a modern system. Others say conversations should focus more on strengthening institutions rather than only changing technology rules. As the discussion continues, one thing is clear: Nigerians care deeply about how elections are conducted, and every new development quickly becomes a national talking point. At this point in the gist, if you are finding this update clear and helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel because your support helps this platform continue bringing balanced and easy to understand news stories. Now let's look at the bigger political atmosphere surrounding this debate. With the next general election still ahead, different groups are already positioning themselves for future discussions. Advocacy organizations are pushing for reforms they believe will improve public confidence, while political leaders are carefully choosing their words because every statement is now closely watched by citizens online. The pressure on lawmakers is growing, not only from political opponents but also from everyday Nigerians who want their voices heard. Another interesting angle is how quickly the conversation moved from the Senate floor to online spaces. Within hours, different interpretations began trending, and some people thought electronic transmission had been completely rejected, while others understood that the debate was about whether it should be compulsory. This shows how important it is to listen to full explanations instead of only headlines. Observers say the coming months may bring more discussions and possibly more clarifications from lawmakers. Electoral reform is rarely a one-day conversation. It often continues through debates, public hearings, and feedback from citizens. This means the story is still developing, and Nigerians will likely hear more updates as the legislative process moves forward. Beyond politics, this issue also highlights how democracy is evolving in the digital age. Citizens are no longer passive observers, they are active participants who analyze policies, share opinions, and hold leaders accountable through public discussion. Whether people support mandatory real-time uploads or prefer flexible rules, the fact that the conversation is happening shows that civic engagement is growing. Some commentators believe this moment could encourage deeper conversations about other aspects of electoral reform, such as voter education, transparency in communication, and how technology can be used responsibly. Others say the focus should remain on building strong institutions that can manage elections effectively regardless of the tools used. These different viewpoints are shaping the national dialogue and keeping the story alive. As reactions continue, many Nigerians are asking what happens next. Will lawmakers revisit the issue? Will advocacy groups push harder for changes? Or will the current approach remain in place? For now, the answers are still unfolding, but the debate itself is already influencing how people think about the future of elections. It is also worth noting that discussions like this often become emotional because elections are closely connected to people's hopes for the country's future. When citizens talk about transparency, they are really talking about trust, fairness, and confidence in the system. That is why statements from public figures carry so much weight and why reactions online can be strong. As the political atmosphere builds, viewers should expect more speeches, more analysis, and more opinions from different sides. The conversation will not end quickly because electoral reforms touch many parts of society. And as more Nigerians stay informed, leaders may feel increasing pressure to explain their decisions clearly. Before we round up this update, take a moment again to like this video and subscribe so you stay connected to future breaking news and detailed explanations like this one. Your support makes a big difference. In summary, what started as a legislative decision has turned into a nationwide conversation about technology, trust, and the future of elections in Nigeria. Ezekwesili's warning has added a strong voice to the debate, while lawmakers continue to defend their position. Citizens across the country are watching closely, discussing openly, and waiting to see how the story develops. The coming months will likely bring more dialogue as Nigeria moves gradually toward the next election cycle, and every new statement may shape public opinion further. As always, staying informed and understanding both sides of the discussion helps viewers see the bigger picture beyond headlines. Thank you for listening all the way to the end, and please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss important updates and real-time news just like this.